Hi, welcome to the Thursday evening stream. Sorry, I've got an itchy bum. um, um, so I do these streams every Thursday evening at 8:30 p.m. and every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. You can watch them live on YouTube at those times, or watch them on YouTube after they've been recorded live. But to ask questions, you must watch live and or not, and just send them in. But sorry, start again. To ask questions during the live stream, you have to friend me on Skype, and then you can write questions or call me on Skype during the live stream. You can write questions prior to the stream, but I'll probably not remember to address them during the stream. So it's best to send them Thursday in the day morning, or just call in or write during the actual stream, so that I can remember to read it and address it. What else to say? That's it. I would say what these streams are about, but it's kind of difficult to give a brief description of what these are about. I'm assuming by watching it you know already. So So this life is beautiful. This life is miraculous. Not because of what appears, not because of any particular thing that appears, but because of its appearance, because this is happening at all. We're so identified with what seems to be happening, so the appearances of a character and what's happening in that apparent story of that character, the life of that character. We're so identified with that, the importance of that, and all the twists and turns of that. And the only reason that is because there's a strong energetic belief that you will find happiness or love in the outcome of that, in that journey, reaching some finish line, some place of completion. There's such a strong energetical belief that freedom is found in this story that seems to be happening or appearing, this story of life, the way it's currently appearing. So there's so much emphasis and focus and importance put on that, put on the relationships, on the career, on the politics, on this, on that, hoping that the investment will pay off, or pay out at some point. You'll get it all nice and tidy, all nice and neat, some idea of perfection, and then we can rest. Then we can find that place of rest, that place of home. Or we want to wipe it all clean and not have life appear. We don't want the changefulness of life. It's too overwhelming, too overpowering. So there's this idea we want it to stop, life to stop, and then I'll be free, then I'll find home, then I can rest. But actually it's not to do with life. We don't want life to stop. There's such enjoyment in this appearance. Even when it's painful, even when it's changing, and there's that pain and there's that sorrow about something, we don't really want that to stop. That's enjoyable. The drama is enjoyable. We don't want a bland experience. We want the flavour. We want the highs and the lows. We want the play to play out. The suffering has never been about this life. It's never been about what's happening, the play of what's happening. That's never been the problem. That's never been the suffering. We believe it is. But just stop this person, just stop this event, just stop this from happening. But it's never been about, that's never been the problem. That's never been the suffering. The anger, the tears, the joy, that's never been the problem. All that stuff makes the story, makes the drama interesting and playful. You don't want to sit there going for 100 years. You want the drama. You want the life to be happening. So that's never been the suffering. Life has never been the suffering. The only suffering is something that appears in life called a me, a you, a person. This energy contracted as someone, appearing as someone. This sense of someone existing, experiencing this. That's been the only suffering, the only apparent problem. That there's been a sense of somebody witnessing or observing this. So what I talk about then is not the end of life happening, not the end of the dramas. I don't mean like big drama, I just mean like life, the play of life, the getting, the losing, the changefulness of it. The apparent movement of it, the flow of it. This can be enjoyable. Like a story or a film that you watch on TV. It's enjoyable. So what these talks then are about is pointing out that this play, this drama is happening and it's totally free. It's totally free. It's not happening to someone. It's not happening to someone. And therefore it's not as important as what that someone believes it is. It's not real like that someone believes it is. And maybe in hearing that, maybe a loosening can happen. A loosening. Loosening. So that life can be as it is. Life can flow as it is. The human can be as it is. The conditioning can be as it is. The patterns can be as they are. The preferences can be as they are. The thoughts can be as they are. The feelings can be as they are. Life can be as it is. You believe that there's something better in time. You've heard all these stories about what you need to be happy, about these things that you could possibly have or achieve that will make you happy. But they're not true. And that can sound really harsh. That can sound really awful. To not have that hope, to not have that projection of something doing it for you that you can work towards in time. But it's really not. It's actually a beautiful, it's a beautiful message, it's a beautiful pointing, because what is left, if time is taken away, if it's seen that there's nothing that's going to do it for you in time, in the future, in the mind's projections, then what is left is what is happening. If what is happening is what you long for, And it's right here, it already is. It already is. So what you long for already is. What you long for doesn't exist in the mind's ideas. That means it's here already. That means it's smothering you. It's stroking you. It's breathing you. It's thinking you. It's feeling you. It's housing you. It's everything. It's not in time. It's not here. Okay, so I shall go online on Skype. Ba-ba-da-da-bum. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. I sing really old songs, don't I? I don't know any new ones. I don't know any new ones. Oh, I do. I know that. That all of me one. Okay. Oh, I don't know any songs. Why isn't this working? Why is Skype not coming on? Strange. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Can't get on Skype. Ah, that's weird. Give my all to you. No, was it? All of me loves all of you. I'm really singing on I'm really singing on a live stream. Oh no, you've heard my voice. I love to sing. I think it's so beautiful. I really enjoy singing. think many people that stammer like singing. It's a really, yeah, the word flow. It's just so not romantic, but it's really, you can express your emotions through singing. It's so lovely. I really love music. Okay, so I'm online on Skype, so you're welcome to send a message or to call. Hey, someone messaged. Hi, Monica. Oh no, that's not. Hi, Monica. Oh, that was last week. No. Hello, Rebecca. As usual, a beautiful, beautiful talk. There's something about you that fascinates me. Thanks for sharing with us. Oh, I have a beautiful voice. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. Thank you. Oh. What's going on? Hello, hello, hello. What's happening here? Sorry about that. Everyone needed the toilet. Everyone needed the toilet. We had a queue formed. Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks, Monica. Hi, Brian. How can there be an acceptance of everything that is happening in this moment when the mind is all about resistance and constantly projecting a future for good or bad? How can there be acceptance of everything? There already is acceptance of everything. That's the thing. There already is that acceptance of everything. It couldn't be without that acceptance. It couldn't exist without it. The fact that it's happening is the acceptance of it. It already is. You're thinking that you can somehow, as the mind, accept what is happening. But this is already after it's already happened. It's already happening before you, with your sense of, I have free will and I can choose to do something. I can now choose to accept or not accept. This is already after the event. It's like the mind's projections have got nothing to do with you. It's just the way this brain, humans can imagine and project future and imagine a past. We can do that. The brain can do that. But that isn't who you are. This imagined person that the mind conjures up isn't who you are. That's an image appearing. It's not who you are. Who the mind talks about isn't who you are. That's an appearance happening. That's a description or a picture being painted. This is about something else. We're so used to it being about us. This is already accepted because it's happening. So what you're saying, in another way of saying it, is how can this moment be as it is when a part of this moment is the mind projecting future? Then that's what is a projection of future. And there's no conflict or issue with that. The only issue is maybe you feel like that shouldn't be. The mind shouldn't be projecting a future. Thought shouldn't be happening. This is somehow wrong. This shouldn't be there, that shouldn't be there. This should be different from the way it's appearing. That's the only conflict that appears. The mind seems to suffer with all that is happening in this world. Yeah. But there must be some kind of enjoyment in that. There must be some enjoyment in it. Like, I was very into the world, saving the world from humans, saving the world from racism, saving the world from animals, from humans, saving the world, saving so many issues could be taken on. But there must be some enjoyment in that. Some enjoyment in being a victim, some enjoyment in being the hero, in being the good, I'm the saviour, I'm going to save the world. How good am I? There must be some enjoyment in that. Why else would you be interested in that? What does it give back to you? And it could be, it allows me to suffer. I can suffer and moan about the world. I'm then justified in my suffering. Because there isn't a problem here. It's all made up. And there's some enjoyment in that play. Some enjoyment in that making of problems. There must be. Because freedom from it is right here. But it's not wanted. What's wanted is a problem and future. So there must be a level of understanding of what your problem is. What are you looking for? What is wrong? Why aren't you resting? Why aren't you free? Why is this rejected? Why is the future and the mind so promising? What does it hold for me? What is it offering me? What am I running towards? I don't mean that I sit there and mentally try to work it out with the mind. That's going to just be endless. You'll never get to the end of it. These words are just pointing out always that this is it. What you long for is right here. This is it. You want to rest. You want to, what's that saying, like drink water. It's here. The water is here. The mirage is saying the water's 50 feet. It's in 2 years' time. In the next this, the next that. It's right here. What are they doing? I think it's playtime. Excuses, excuses. Oh, Brian's writing something. It amazes me that what is longed for is this moment. It's a very strange message. Yeah. It's a beautiful message, yeah. Yeah. There's just been this momentum in time, this dream of somebody in time moving, reaching somewhere. So it sounds strange because, well, we're used to that reality of things, that dream of things, whereas this isn't talking about that dream, that mental fabrication. It's talking about the actual experience, what's actually happening. It's popping a dream. Pop. Hi, Bob. I have a name, Bob. Bob. Hi, Bob. There, Rebecca. I can hear somewhere. I can somewhere hear what you are saying when you say it's never the situation and we love the drama. Somewhere in the distance I recognise what's being spoken of, but in this moment I seem completely sucked in uncomfortable feelings in the body that I'm trying to run from in the mind, and most likely simultaneously I'm actually holding onto like that. Okay? But pain isn't really inviting to simply sit with and do nothing about. I can't see the freedom now. maybe I just want to complain. Maybe there is enjoyment in feeling bad and complain like this. Probably. I love you. Bob. Oh, you spoke to me before. Bob. I love your laughing. Oh, okay. Bob. Who's Bob? Oops. Is there a question there? Yeah, you're probably right about it. Maybe you enjoy complaining about it. I don't know. Yeah, nothing's coming. Bob. Dee Dee. Hi, Rebecca. Been walking around in a tizzy past couple of days. Lovely to see you again. Oh, hi, Dee Dee. What do you think about healing techniques such as Reiki, sound healing, etc.? I used to believe in those techniques, but now I think they're only tools to keep the dream of the false I going on. Well, I quite like healing techniques. I think they're really enjoyable. I often, well, not often, but I sometimes use Reiki. I'm Reiki attuned. But yeah, I find these things really useful, enjoyable, and useful. I used to believe in those techniques, but now I think they're only tools to keep the dream of the pole side going. Yeah, I find them really enjoyable. I think, well, here, these things were dropped because I felt like they weren't the answer. They weren't going to lead to freedom, and that's true. They aren't going to lead to freedom. Freedom is here, so it already is. But these things can help heal the body, can help improve the human experience. So I'm not anti-healing or therapy or any of those things. It's a natural thing that we have available for us to utilise to help have a better, easier experience as humans. So you wouldn't criticise, I don't know, getting your arm plastered or getting, wounds sewed up by a doctor. These are useful things that help the human. So getting into balance with Reiki or sound healing, I think can have a great effect on the human. Will they lead to freedom? No, because freedom already is, but they could definitely improve the experience of being human. And if you're drawn to something, then that's what's happening. You're drawn to Reiki or sound healing or whatever, or see a therapist. It can't be wrong. It can't be wrong what's happening. In the same way you were drawn to your partner, or you were drawn to, move to a different area. That's what's happened. And how can it be wrong? It's what's happened. It's only wrong in the idea of what you thought should be, or what you hoped should be. But in my experience, getting a wound stitched up, or going to see a doctor for some medicine for a cough, or having a Reiki treatment or a massage doesn't keep the false sense of I alive. It doesn't. It's like saying eating your dinner keeps the false sense of I alive. I can't see a difference in it. Going to Spain for a holiday is going to keep the false sense of I alive. It's just... The only false sense of I is that sense that this is happening to me. So I'm eating my dinner, I'm seeing the doctor, I'm getting a Reiki treatment, I'm going on holiday to Spain. That's the only sense of I that is suffering. This claimer that life is happening to me. I'm choosing these things. Life is free to be and appear as it is, as it appears. This seems like it's not to do with cause and effect. You aren't the causer of this. You doing or not doing doesn't lead to something. There can't be a cause. There can't be a causer. That's part of the dream, that you have this power, this control over what happens or what doesn't happen. That you can choose to hear this talk, or you can choose to get a massage, or you can choose to see the doctor. It's just what happens. Or not. That's the beauty. This is it. This is it. What happens is it. And if what happens is a desire to go and see a therapist, a massage therapist, a doctor, a Reiki healer, and that's what's happening. The idea of right and wrong is not true. It's just we made that up. It's not true. It can't be. You can't get this wrong. Can't get it wrong. It's total perfection. It happens the way it happens. You can't make it happen, and you can't not obscure. You can't be an obstacle to it happening. Thank you, Monica. You're welcome. I can see you writing away there. Thank you. It's so funny with Skype. You know, writing away for ages and it's like yes or no. Simple response. It's type. Okay, so thank you for joining the stream and for joining in with questions and stuff. I'm back on Sunday morning at 10:30, so feel free to join if that happens. Okay, bye.